What's up guys, it's Coding Jesus. Yes, I'm wearing a shirt, it's just a low crop. But regardless, this video is going to be about why Bitcoin is not censorship resistant. Now I think this point is so important. And I think it is so important because people have the misconception that Bitcoin is the people's money. You can spend it freely, you can send it to whoever you want, and it can't be censored by governments or other actors. And that assumption is just entirely wrong. I've been in the crypto space long enough, and I've done enough research on various coins to understand that Bitcoin is not censorship resistant. It's almost the opposite in some regards. So let's get to it and understand what the reasons for that are. Before we understand the reasons, we need to understand that Bitcoin is entirely transparent. You can see the sender, you can see the receiver, you can see the amount. I've actually worked on a database for Bitcoin transactions written in KDB. And I actually worked on a feature that flagged certain addresses and transactions. Alright, so I would understand the makeup of Bitcoin, spent outputs, unspent outputs, etc. Okay, so what's the first reason why Bitcoin is not censorship resistant? Well, let's say you have a bunch of Bitcoin in your wallet and you send it to an exchange. Now, the exchange, before accepting your Bitcoin, well, they do accept your Bitcoin. They don't credit it to you yet. That's what I mean. So they accept your Bitcoin. They don't credit it to you yet. Before they credit it to you, they run certain checks. And one of those checks may be AML and KYC checks. So let's say you're KYC'd, okay. Now they're running an AML check on you. And what they realize is the Bitcoin you sent somewhere down the line was used in an illegal black market transaction. What they will then do is freeze your Bitcoin and freeze your account. They won't let you withdraw. They won't let you trade. They will require you to provide an endless stream of identification and proof as to why you are not the nefarious actor that somewhere down the line was involved in some sort of black market activity. Now, this argument or this little point here is not about whether black market activity is okay or not. You know, that's not the point of this argument. That's not the point of this point, right? The point of this point is you will be implicated as an innocent person with activity that somebody somewhere down the line using that Bitcoin that you currently have did. Right? So imagine I give you 10 bucks and before you accept it, there's a name of all the people that have transacted with this $10 bill before me, and one of them somewhere down the line is somebody you don't like. So you say, I'm not accepting this $10 bill. That is not censorship resistance. And that is why all darknet markets today do not accept Bitcoin. Because they know that it's not censorship resistant. It's a honeypot to be trapped if you are indeed, associated with that sort of underground economy. It's a honeypot for whatever police agency somewhere around the world to catch you. All right, guys, let's talk about the second reason why Bitcoin is not censorship resistant. All right, it's actually the funniest thing ever. So mining pools currently have features that allow them to censor certain transactions coming from certain wallets. Okay, so your beloved miners out there that are doing the hard work, supporting the Bitcoin network for the people, they can actively and they will eventually start censoring your transactions. There's already features in certain mining pools that allow them to censor your transactions. Right, so please don't give me this whole censorship resistance thing. What's eventually going to happen in the future is that governments are going to require miners that operate in the country that they live in, or in the country that they manage, to censor transactions from certain wallets. And that list is going to grow ever so large, just like the no-fly list. You're going to just keep throwing people on there, Oh, this guy smoked weed once, throw him on there. Nobody knows what this list is made up of. Nobody knows whose names are on this list. Nobody knows whose wallet addresses are on this list. Throw him on there. This guy did something we didn't like, throw him on there. There's no plausible deniability. There's no censored transactions. There's no means by which you can actually obfuscate who you are as a sender. No, your address is in clear text. It's easy to associate you with XYZ nefarious activity. Once you're arrested, by law, you're required to give up your address. There you go. You're on a list. It's not hard, guys. It's really not hard. And that's why Bitcoin is being allowed to flourish in certain countries like China. You think that Bitcoin would be a threat to China, but it's not. China loves Bitcoin. China loves Bitcoin because it's transparent. It's the ledger they've always wanted. It's a digital cash system that will allow them to track and trace every single person around the world and every single person in their jurisdiction. Bitcoin poses no threat to authoritarian regimes around the world. Bitcoin is not censorship resistant, guys. Sorry to say. Alright, if you liked this video, maybe you hated hearing it, but you just had to come around to it that Bitcoin isn't censorship resistant. Regardless, guys, if you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you probably didn't even understand anything I said and it went through one ear and went out the other, you're probably going to give me a thumbs down. Subscribe to this channel, guys. I have a Discord link in the description box below. I also have a Calendly link in the description box below if you want to speak to me one-on-one. My channel is focused on code, trading technologies, and I like crypto, so I'm going to talk a bit about crypto. Calendly link in the description box below, guys, for that one-on-one consulting. I also have a Patreon link in the description box below if you would like to become a patron. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Share it far and wide. Cheers.